Hi everyone, my name is Taylor. I'm the owner of Elor Event Planning. We specialize in planning weddings for busy, fun-loving couples that are looking to make their wedding uniquely their own. We aim to make the planning process fun and enjoyable. So if you're in need of help, I'm happy to be your wedding bestie. Hey guys, I hope you're doing well today. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to be talking about how to make a wedding registry today. My first tip is do it as soon as possible. That might seem counterintuitive if your wedding is super far out, but having your wedding registry is really helpful for people who want to buy gifts for any of your pre-wedding activities, like your engagement party, bridal shower, things like that, or people who just want to send you a gift to congratulate you. My second tip is if you haven't moved in yet together, you want to look at everything that you have, kind of do a big inventory of all the items, especially kitchenware, and decide what you're going to keep and what you're going to get rid of. You also want to make note of things like style and colors, because you're going to want to make sure whatever you pick on your registry is going to work well with the existing pieces you've decided to keep. Number 3 is ask for what you actually want. Now, wedding registries are one of those things that there's a lot of tradition surrounding, but if you know you're not the type of person who wants a 3 crystal candlestick holders because you're never going to use them, then don't ask for that. If you're a super active couple and you want new bikes, then ask for new bikes. Ask for things that you'll use and really value. My fourth tip is look for perks. A lot of different registries have different perks associated with creating a registry with them. Some retailers offer what's called a completion program, which is when any of the gifts that you have left over that people didn't buy for you, they offer for you to buy at a 10 to 15% discount. So check to see if that's an option for you at the places you're interested in. Number 5 is to think about store selection. This is really important. You're going to want to pick about 2 to 4 different places to make registries with. You're going to want to pick at least one major national retailer, which is going to be convenient for your guests coast to coast. You want to think about something like Williams, Sonoma, something like Target, something that's really big and easy for people to get to. Another option I like to suggest to couples is pick somewhere local. If you have a bunch of people coming from your wedding and there's a local store that you really like, it's really awesome to support a local business in that way. Some people, to make it easier, register for one type of thing from one store. For example, Williams Sonoma, they'll get all of their kitchen supplies, and Target, maybe they'll get all of their bedding. That's a nice option, but each store might not have everything that you want from them. So if you are kind of mixing and matching and getting some bedding from this store, some bedding from that store, some bedding from that store, make sure you keep the registries that you've made with you so you don't do any overlap. Number 6 is create what's called a hold registry, which has got to be the smartest idea that ever was. This is the idea that when people buy things off the registry for you, they'll hold them at the store for you. So you don't have boxes and boxes piling up in your corner of gifts and then wedding decor, and it's just a big old mess. And this way it's super easy to return things because they're not being sent to your house, and then you're bringing them back to the store and returning them and then taking the new item back to your house. And you don't even have to worry about that because you're just at the store and you're like, actually, we don't need that thing, and you don't have to cart it back to your house. So it's a brilliant idea. My 7th tip is to register for items in a range of prices. You want to think about your guests that will be buying you these gifts. For example, grandmas or grandpas might want to buy you something a little bit more expensive and a more elegant piece, whereas your friends from college might want to buy you something a little bit on the lower end but has a lot more personality, like a funky everyday dish set, and your grandparents would buy you like a classy, entertaining dish set. So make sure you get a range of prices to accommodate what your guests can afford. Number 8 is plan for longevity. Think about what you might want in the future. Like, you might not be super keen about a fancy dish set now, but it might be great when you're hosting family dinners. Or grandparents might also really like to buy you a kind of heirloom piece that has a lot of longevity, like a super nice piece of art. You also are going to want to think about the different seasons. If it's June and you're thinking summer things and everything like that, keep in in mind that you will hopefully still be married to this person in December, and maybe registering for a crock pot might be cool too. So think long term, not just in the moment. Number 9 is over-register, which means register for more than you think you need to register for. Not to mention the whole addition of the completion plan, which is super helpful. Why would you not register for more then? It's also really helpful because it gives your guests a lot of options. It's not greedy like it might seem. It gives people flexibility. You're also going to want to check your registry semi-frequently, but if you only check it once, check it 2 weeks before your wedding date, just to make sure that it's not empty and so that people have options and you can fill it up with things. And remember, registering is a way to get things that you want and need. So it's better to register for extra things that you want instead of just leaving your guests to kind of guess and maybe get you something that you don't really need. Number 10 is cheat off other people's papers. And by papers, I mean registries. Check out your other friends' registries and see what people like to buy, see what items they bought that you kind of want too. It's a really cool way to kind of get some ideas. Number 11 is check your work. So make sure you print out copies of your registries when you're registering at other stores so you can cross compare, and just make sure that you double check your registry so you don't register for more than you need of one thing and not enough of another thing. Hey guys, I hope this has been helpful. If you have any wedding registry questions, I'd love to help you. You can send me an email at hello@elorevent. It's ELOREVENT.com. And drop in the comments your favorite thing you got from your wedding registry or what you're really excited to get. All right, I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good one.